Greetings, 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 dear Scorpio. That's you over here. That's your significant other. This is Tarot Lumination with your love and relationship report for June 2017. Okay, so this month I have to keep it really stripped down, bare bones, simple stuff. And we're just using a little baby simple crucible spread. Please, I invite you to watch the introduction video for the whole playlist about the way the spread is read, because it'll help you understand the reading a lot better. Otherwise, you know, you might hear it in ways that, like, well, you can you know what, you can interpret this however you want. It's your reading, it's for you. All I'm trying to do is help you to get the most out of it. You know, tarot is very subjective, so make the best of it. Reinterpret, of course, how you want. And also watch for your sun, your moon, and your rising. Okay, do all of that. Okay, sun, moon, and rising. And I had somebody write in, ask, like, what happens if you don't know your astrology? Well, go check out your birth date and have a look in some magazine or something, or go to one of the professional sites and figure out your so-called sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Okay, so if you got any issues, you really want to know more about that stuff, you're welcome to write into Tarot Lumination. We'll figure it out. But that's a whole other subject, okay? This is just little tarot, okay? So we're going to get on with it, all right? We did a lot of shuffling earlier before recording, but I like to take it right up to the last minute, okay? So just so that you know, no reversals. I don't have any jumpers or spinners or flyers. I don't have any oracles this time around. I'm sorry. We're keeping it very simple, and that's just how it is, all right? Sort of how we do it on the Sunday night lives, you know, really, really, really basic. I'm just going to cut it very evenly if I can. Leave it like that. See what happens here, okay? So here's the other. No, sorry. This is you. Okay, let's just say this represents you, Scorpio, and this represents a significant other. It could be in spirit, it could be in body, it could be wishful thinking, it could be like a 10, 20-year relationship. I don't know. It's your reading. Okay, so reconfigure accordingly. This is going deeper, looking a little bit further inside of you. This could be like a source of undoing, a source of inspiration. It could be anything here. Much more below the surface. And it's the same thing for the other over here. And then we move to the status of the relationship itself. Okay? So from there, you have the whole thing. And then where does this all seem to be going? Like, what is the energy flow of the relationship? Now, in case you didn't watch the intro report, I call this a crucible simply because it's I work from the understanding that the relationships are chosen, okay? And these are significant, and we're talking about people who want something significant, as opposed to like what I would call anyway, I don't want to get into the astrobabble. Sorry, I got distracted there. I'm trying to keep it as though it's a significant relationship, as opposed to when am I going to find my boyfriend kind of energy, because that's much harder to do, honestly. So, dear Scorpio, we're in the background. I like to tune into the weather as much as possible. Now, I call it the weather because it can feel like it's not your energy. It's just out there, so to speak. And it's just like all weather, that's just what it is. Like if there's a tornado out there, you can't just say, oh, please, if you don't mind, can you reschedule that? It doesn't work that way. So for you, dear Scorpio, we have the High Priestess, okay? So in Scorpio, you might be in a situation where you are having the chance to witness and experience a relationship dynamic or aspect of yourself in relationship, or a significant other in a relationship where there is a profound sense of spiritual mystery and divine flow that might be happening, okay? To the point where it's so mysterious and so like so many aspects of the relationship might feel so hidden and incomprehensible that all you can say is like, wow, wow, this is amazing. I have no idea what's going on, but there's something very profoundly beautiful here, okay? And then you're in a position where you just have to accept it. It's literally almost like walking out the front door after a deep sleep, and it was great weather the other day, and then you look out and you realize, oh my God, look what just happened. That epic thing just happened in the weather, okay? Like a huge lightning storm, or you might be witnessing a double rainbow or something like that. Something profoundly beautiful out there that defies all understanding, okay? So in some ways, dear Scorpio, you're very, very fortunate. In other ways, you might feel very, very shrouded in mysteries, but that's also very beautiful. It's like going to a movie that you've heard is really, really good, and you're telling everybody, don't tell me what it's about. I don't want to know. Don't spoil it. I want to live through the mystery and love it all for myself so I can have the same joy that you guys had, okay? So there. Let's have a look. What's going on with you, Scorpio? Whoa. Taking charge in some way or another. Like, okay, this is a love and relationship, okay, report. It's an interpretation, and I'm going to do the best that I can here for you. So, dear Scorpio, you might be either wishing, or this might actually be happening, or you might be striving towards this, or you might actually be wearing this energy already. This is the crown. This is the energy of someone who, let's just say this is you, Scorpio. This is not a water card or a love card. This is more about your energy. You might be in an energy field of your own here, dear Scorpio, like in the context of this relationship where you are rising into your passion, so to speak, where your true abundance, your true creativity, your true spirit, your true drive, your true ambition, your true abilities to of leadership and guidance and inspiration for others is being exposed. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Okay, and deep down, this may have already existed inside of you, dear Scorpio, as some kind of vestigial energy or some kind of form of expression that has been like dormant for a long time, but somehow it's been awakened and inspired by this like beautiful, almost like dreamlike experience in which you are living. So that can be very empowering. You might feel very empowered. You might feel like, my God, finally something amazing is actually happening in my love life with love and relationship. And I feel truly, truly, truly blessed, as if I am a king in my own life, in my own world. And I can share all this regal splendor and abundance with others. Okay? Wow. I got a bit carried away there, Scorpio. Let's have a look. What's going on with the other one? They're feeling lucky. Lucky, lucky. And it might be that somehow or other, even in a very, very like genteel, let's say very genteel, extremely hushed kind of manner, in a very, very discreet, very, very, like you almost couldn't tell if you were looking at them, but they feel obscenely blessed and lucky in this relationship with you, okay? And they're not about to shout about it too openly. It's just that they're feeling it, like in their body, in their whole substance, in their whole world. It's almost like I always knew about this. I always knew about this, and the evidence is starting to show. It's got all the ingredients of everything I've ever wanted. It's almost like I have all this anyway, and I had no idea that there's more to come. I forgot that the law of abundance is like infinite. In other words, the more abundance you have doesn't mean that you reach a limit. It just means that there's more. You can, so long as your heart is open and you're, ready, willing, and able to receive love, then what's to stop you from receiving more? And so, dear Scorpio, you might be in a situation where you're relating to someone that you value extremely highly, and perhaps that they value you extremely highly, and it's starting to show. It's just starting to have that vibration about it where, like, holy shit, this is freaking amazing. Wow. The other person might be radiating that energy in a very, very sort of matter-of-fact way, and perhaps in a very direct way, but it's very, very discreet. They're not about to give away all their secrets about what's going on inside of them, because the chances are, dear Scorpio, that they're enjoying the mystery just as much as you. Okay, and they're actually getting off on it. The whole idea that this is just like a beautiful, profound mystery. And I don't want to know the ending. I just wanted to live it out, just like you, Scorpio. So, yeah, this is cool. It's just almost, it's just beautiful. It's just like you're, dear Scorpio, you're relating with someone who actually does have it all. It's almost like they're willing to share. Do you see how much they have? Do you see how abundant they are already? So much wealth and abundance in the area of what everybody wants, like home, family, relationships, loved ones, all the tangible beauty of life, all the tangible good things in life that add up to what really, really works. Something solid, a really, really solid foundation that shows, okay? And it's generational. This is like legacy energy. This is like relationship dynamics that can endure almost anything, okay? Like however bad it gets, it's almost like the foundations become stronger. So, and there's an awful lot of love here. It's just very simple in the very, very old-fashioned tangible sense here, which might look like it's contradicting the mysterious and secretive and spiritual aspects of things. But in fact, these cards are actually very supportive of each other. So, dear Scorpio, just you might be in a really good spot right now, okay? So don't mess it up. Let's just see what keeps going. Let's dig a little bit deeper. What's going on? Whoa, that's pretty heavy duty. It seems like you have made a decision, Scorpio, that you are not going to mess up here. You are, however shitty things might have been in your life, in your world, dear Scorpio, you might be coming to an awakening and a realization here in June that you've got something very, very valuable, very, very profound, and very durable, and that can stand the test of time. And you are now tuning into the whole concept and energy of like, you know, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make sure it happens. I'm going to make sure I don't screw up, okay? I am going to do everything in my power to be the most honorable, capable Scorpio so that I don't mess up this beautiful thing that I have. Because these can be very fleeting, okay? So once you do have an awareness that there's some kind of component in your love life somewhere with relationships, somewhere with some significant other somewhere, that you have something profoundly beautiful and valuable, and you get it and you understand it, it's like that's actually inspiring you to take it further, just like totally get on board and make it happen and go big, okay? And do whatever has to be done in order to succeed, in order to prevail, in order to, like, say, if this is just in a very nebulous form right now, and you're seeing it and you're starting to see all the cloud formations and the star patterns and the formations that indicate something very profoundly beautiful, divinely ordained, and you're starting to recognize it, then that can be firing you up to say, holy shit, man, I'm going to lock this down. So this is very much a take charge energy. It's like you, doesn't matter you are male or female, this is a decision and a realization. We're going to make this work some way, somehow. We are going to take charge of all the emotional dynamics, the surges, the ebb and flows of the happiness, the joy, the shadows and the light, all of the good stuff and all of the deepest, heaviest challenges. And you're going to find a way to make it all work. obviously by understanding that some of the challenges can actually be the doorway to further growth and evolution. That's what's so beautiful here. That's what seems to be happening. But it's not happening as though you know about all this stuff already. It's happening as a mystery that is unfolding. So let's have a look. What's going on with the other? Okay. Well, maybe they think they scored. Maybe they're feeling like, man, I scored. Something's going on with Scorpio here where you've got a significant other somewhere in your life. Could be a child, a spouse, a mate, and somebody you just met, somebody you've known for a long time. And they are in a sense of deep appreciation with you. In other words, they get it. So they probably love themselves utterly and completely and shamelessly. And they are realizing that they are in a relationship with someone else who has a similar vibe going on, but expressed perhaps in a very different way. And there might be a sense of mutual appreciation and mutual reward where it makes you get off on yourself. We actually think like, man, I made a good decision here. This is really kind of cool. I never expected this. It all feels like a big mystery, and the way things are unfolding, like the other is saying, like, I don't actually know what's going on, but it's really cool. It's just like the movie just started, but I already really like it a lot. I'm really glad we got on board. And and it's just like you're nudging somebody, like you just, let's say, like the movie analogy again. You both bought these tickets to the movies, knowing from word of mouth, you've heard about these amazing things that can happen in the world of, and the movie, and it's called Love and Relationship 1. And you go there, and from the moment the screen opens and the credit and everything starts to unfold, you get that feeling of awesomeness where you know you picked the right movie at the right time with the right date and the right person for the right reason. It just feels beautiful. And it's almost like you want to, it's like, this is almost, again, I'm feeling over here, this energy with the other person in your relationship. It's very, very private inside of them. You might be noticing it, but they are not ones that would normally be like bragging or shouting or just screaming over the rooftops about how lucky they feel, how abundant they are, or like they feel like they've scored. No, 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 not at all, Scorpio. They're probably just as secretive and private and mysterious as yourself on a good day. So that's kind of good news for dear Scorpios, because if they are radiating the energy of basically victory, and it's starting to show up in their lives where other people are appreciating them, they can smell it. Okay, in the other person's life, there might be ingredients or scenarios that are occurring where they can sense this energy on your significant other, dear Scorpio. So it's sort of like a ripple effect. In other words, it's the energy field that feeds on itself. Good energy feeds good energy. So either both of you or one of you has been conducting yourself in hopefully the most honorable ways possible. And it's showing here that you're starting to see the benefits, and it's becoming evident to the point where the significant other is like inside of themselves is actually like saying, damn, I think I've scored. Like, this is freaking awesome. Okay? And then they just sweetly, benignly smile. They might be beautifully just open and generous anyway, but it's not necessarily flamboyant or like super dramatic. Okay? It's much more of a substantial, like respectful, highly respectful energy of appreciation and value. Okay? Notice how there are no love cards here at all. It's much more to do with spirit and energy and recognizing true value in each other. So what's the status of the relationship? Okay, let's have a look. Well, it seems as though, dear Scorpio, there's a lot of passion here, and it's starting to be expressed, and it may start to like become more and more evident. Like, since this is your reading, Scorpio, about you for your relationship, it is on the understanding that this is a relationship, but sometimes you could say like, forget the other person for the moment. A lot of the things that happen in relationship are like a reflection thing. And so I'm trying to bring it back to the point where in your best of intentions, in your good intentions, you might have planted seeds through like the creativity, the passion, the good intentions, where it's being validated and you can see the worthiness of the relationship, okay? And it's quite evident. And that's inspiring you to take it further. And so you get to the point where you are generating good momentum, good energy in the relationship, and it's being reciprocated. And so that's why I was mentioning earlier about the energy of how good love procreates good love. And a lot of relationships don't function that way. They get sucked up in drama, they get lost, they get confused, they get their wires crossed about who are we, what are we doing here. But this is much more, in some ways it's actually very simple. It's just pure appreciation and value of the other between two people who seem to really love themselves in some ways, including all their crap and all their baggage. And it's vibrating at a high enough frequency in this particular reading with whoever this other significant other may be, in such a way that it's almost like you feel inspired to keep going, to the point where it's becoming very evident. It is being openly declared. Your enthusiasm, your passion, your deliberation, your decisions to want to keep going and just make it better are very nobly intended. Now, it's almost like this is almost a bit over the top kind of energy. And it might be that this is energy that's being reflected back to you as well. In other words, you might be in very subtle ways receiving affirmation from the other that they are interested in taking the passion further and nurturing this thing and making something out of it that is substantial, in a way that's reciprocal and mutually beneficial, so that the energy of the other person can expand and grow as a result of the energy fields that you are radiating anyway. It's very, very, very much here to do with resonance. That's the energy of like, be loving and be loved. So, dear Scorpio, if you have been conducting yourself in a manner where you are loving, then you are loved. It's so, so simple. And that's one of the problems. It's so, so simple. It doesn't mean it's easy, okay? Simple does not mean easy, but there's some kind of component happening in your love and relationships where something is clicking to the point where it's very simple, it's very obvious, it's very, very pure. No one else even has to know about it. But it seems like there's a mutual sense of commitment and passion here where, let's just say, for the sake of, I'm being pretty strict here. Let's say you fully understand that you are the master of your own creations and your destiny, and you have triggered this energy, good energy in a relationship dynamic, and it's showing and it's manifesting in reflection from another. And that inspires you to want to keep going now that you have the momentum built and the passions and the desires to conduct this to the highest standard. That's good. Now, what I'm feeling in this particular relationship, because this is like a status card, this is not really you, this is not really the other, this is the relationship itself. It's an indication that the relationship is infused with passion from the heart, and that permeates through the whole body, mind, and soul. Now, this would be experienced as the word passion, but that can be spirit, that can be love and everything. But passion, you could say, is a form of love expressed, okay? Like love can be very, very, sometimes very, very invisible, almost like mysterious, intangible. But in this situation, dear Scorpio, you're dealing with something that's becoming very evident. And in the relationship itself, it seems that the passion is being expressed, and the value and appreciation of self for the other and other for the self. Sorry, yourself for the other and your other for you is being openly declared and expressed and enjoyed and appreciated. So let's just see now, where would that go? Where would that take you? Again, remember, you're still on a mystery tour here, okay? It's like, this is all wonderful stuff, but it's like you don't actually know what's going on. Oops. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Just see where it's going, okay? Whoa! Shit, man. It's just like, wow, it's almost like, God damn, it's like really good news. It's almost like this epiphany kind of energy. It's just like deep down, both of you somehow get like forgiven out of all of this. Like whatever's going on, it's like a complete reboot in life. And yes, Scorpio, this is your reading. It's about your relationship with a significant other over here. And we are at the point where it's becoming evident and it's being openly expressed and enjoyed and appreciated by the other. But please remember, this is your reading, okay? So this would be your experience, dear Scorpio, that in the context of some loving relationship or some relationship that you would call a love relationship with a significant other, it's like, it's an amazing kind of, to me, it's almost like the sense of awe and wonder. And like what we were talking about earlier, you know, with this card, and seeing the beauty out there and the potential and the mystery, but you don't know, you know, how it's going to unfold. It's almost like you're not even worried about that. You don't care. You're just glad that you have this at all in the first place. And it's a trusting and a knowing and understanding that no matter what happens, no matter what, the two of you are blessed, redeemed. There is ultimate reconciliation. There is ultimate redemption, and everything is just exactly as it should be. It's almost like the chance for the two of you to start a whole new life that neither of you ever knew existed. It's an amazing thing here, and it can be very scary at some point. I mean, because you end up being totally stripped down to the bone, where you are literally naked with each other in all your beauty and all your love and all the horrors and all the baggage and all the wounds and lifetimes of pain and suffering. But it doesn't matter, because the whole freaking relationship is divinely blessed. It's like it's beautifully ordained from above, and you're just being reminded, and it's becoming, the reminder is coming at you, and it's evident in the relationship. It's actually in its mysterious, gentle unfolding here. Something beautiful is coming into blossom, and it's becoming evident and very apparent, not only in yourself, dear Scorpio, like this isn't just wishful thinking, like I want this. It's, you've got this. It's okay, because the other one gets it. They understand, and they're on board. And yeah, okay, so it might feel like an epic journey where you're heading into, heading deep into the unknown. Understandable. There might be a lot of trepidation and fear, and you might have to like kindle up a lot of passion and fire to like have the nerve to keep going. But, you know, why not? You know, we got this life, make the most of it. So, dear Scorpio, I have a feeling you'll make the most of it, because I have a feeling deep down you understand and appreciate the true value of what you have here, and that you are redeemed and that you are blessed. And no matter what happens or how it unfolds, this thing is divinely blessed and ordained. It's beautiful. You're very, very lucky, Scorpio. I'm glad I got to do this little reading for you. I hope you have a good June. Please read for your sun, moon, and rising. Please watch the little introduction playlist video for all signs, so that you have a better understanding of how the reading unfolds and why I read it this way for you, okay? So well done, Scorpio. All the best. Take care. Bye.